everybody, Boop here, aka Crankarella, and today I'm going to take you through a beta playthrough of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I know it's been a hot minute since I posted anything, and I'll explain why later. So I wanted you guys to see this. I know that the beta has been over for quite some time, and I'm just now getting around to posting it, but hopefully you enjoy it. I decided this time to be a hunter and not a victim, so I will be playing Leatherface. This is your warning. If you don't like blood, or if you're squeamish, or if like gory, scary things bother you, please do not watch. Otherwise, enjoy. I will be doing voiceovers here and there throughout the game so you understand exactly what it is that I'm doing and explain some of the basic mechanics. Keep in mind that, this is still in development. It should be released sometime in August, but it was quite a bit of fun to play, and I hope you guys enjoy it as much as I did. Okay, so if you play one of the family members, it's important to note that each one has a special ability, and each one spawns in a different area of the house. Leatherface will spawn in the basement. You can see in the upper right hand corner it tells you where he's at. And the cook will spawn in the house, and the hitchhiker will spawn outside. And those are the only three characters that we could play here in the beta version. And not only is the object to catch the victim, but at least when you're down here as Leatherface, you should destroy these obstacles that are here to basically not allow them to hinder your movement in catching them. Those chimes right there are for both the victim and for the monsters. They will sound, and you'll see that just in a moment. There was a victim in front of me, and you can see there, that's how I know what door he went through. So instead of opening the door and going after him, I am going to destroy the door. And the reason being is because even if they escape this basement and they get upstairs and out of the house, if they are being chased by another family member, there are a couple of wells outside that they can duck down into. And if they drop down into the well, guess where they end up? That's right, back down here. So if you spend the time to go ahead and, clear out some of the obstacles, you'll see some crawl spaces. I'll come across one here in just a few moments. Destroy their crawl spaces. You as Leatherface cannot go through the crawl space. If you play the hitchhiker, I believe you can. Cook cannot. And there's going to be a couple more family members that are introduced, but as for right now, like I said, because this is beta, these were the only ones that we could, pick from. And you actually couldn't even pick. You were just assigned that. You could leave the lobby and come back, and what a shit show that was, because if you didn't want to be, like, the cook was my least favorite, and if you didn't want to be him, you could just leave the lobby and go back in and possibly be, like, Leatherface or the hitchhiker. To me, the hitchhiker was the most fun to play. He has like a little knife that you can stab people with, but Leatherface was alright as well. Here's one of those little crawl spaces that you see me destroying. It's also important to note that the lobby has like an open mic thing. So you can shit talk all you want, and boy did people. And if it wasn't shit talking, it was like playing ridiculously loud like rap music, just being utterly annoying, which would make you want to kill them if you, if you were playing one of the hunters. So I actually had a really good time with this. I am going to talk through like a couple of things, but for now you'll just see me running around this basement. There's really not much here to do. So I'm going to go ahead and speed up the video a bit just so you can see what like the outside looks like. And I'll see you in just a second. Alright, here I am trying to leave the house now, and we are coming up to shit show number 2, which is the outside. It is a vast maze, and I don't know my way around, so you'll see me stumble quite a bit. Each hunter has an ability, and I'm going to use mine right now, which basically allows me to see where my other family members are, and you'll see him directly in front of me right there. You see his outline. And there's a well. That's one of the wells that the victims can go down. Straight ahead is one of the escape routes, and just past the house to the left will be a fence that is currently electrified, and I'm checking for that, and it'll have some lights on it that let me know. And there's also a well over here. I spend quite a bit of time outside looking. If you're a victim, you can hide in the bushes, so you'll see me like looking around quite a bit, checking every like little nook and cranny because it is important to do that. And as I explained, you know, each not only victim, but each family member has a unique ability that they can do. If you are the cook, you can hit seek, which will allow him to hear a victim if they're having a dialogue. And oftentimes dialogues happen if they get cut or if they can't find a way out, or you know, they just basically talk to themselves. Um, and the cook can also put additional padlocks on doors to help slow the victims from getting out them. The hitchhiker can leave traps, and that will also hinder them. So through here, you can see what looks like a little punching bag on the ground. That is where you can collect blood to feed to Grandpa, and you'll see something flash up here. There we go, and that lets you know that one of the family members has fed Grandpa some blood. And what happens when that occurs is that Grandpa will like yell, and it will allow you to see where the victims are on the map, but only if the victims are moving when he's yelling. If they don't move, if they freeze right where they're at, then nothing happens and you won't see them. So you'll see me stop here and just kind of look around like, what the hell, Baba? Because I don't know where the hell to go. I don't know what to do. But as I start to run this way, I happen to see a victim over there at the gate. And I'm like, well, shit, let me try to go catch her. And pay attention to the back of my shirt because you'll see it get blood splattered here because I get her good with my chainsaw. There we go. And I think I get her again right here. And you can thrust through there, but I missed. And so up here she runs through a gate and she shuts it. And I don't go in there because you can see this hole right here. That's a little escape that she can go into. And it takes some time to open a gate. So I'm like, maybe I'll just like pretend like I don't see her. And she sees me and I know she can. But I try to thrust through here and I can't remember what the key is. I think it's R. And as I try to do it, she'll slip right through me. And here's where the funnier part comes in. She'll run right next to the hitchhiker who doesn't see her. So she's right behind him. All he would have to do is turn around and get her. And then my chainsaw stalls out. But for some reason, the game still allows me to kill her. Now you see Cook running past and the hitchhiker running past because there's another victim up ahead. But the hitchhiker runs out of stamina. And you'll see him like stomp his feet like a child. Right there, he's like, oh shit. Because he didn't get her. And the cook is old, so he's super slow. So you might think that this person's going to escape, right? Here I am starting up my chainsaw again. Well, watch what happens. They run out of stamina too. And when they do, he gets her. Finally. And he takes care of business. It's brutal. No, there are 4 victims, 3 family members, but because 2 escaped and 2 were killed, I don't know if that results in a draw, but this looks like we won. So I don't know. And this will take you to the scoreboard where you see the points. You get points for killing. You get points as a victim for escaping. And you can see their microphones flashing, so I'm not sure if they're even saying anything. But anyway, that was the playthrough. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope to see some of you in August when it is released. And until then, please be kind to each other. I'll try to post more videos soon, and I'll see you later. Bye!